This is Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for December 2nd, 2024. The Cambodia Securities Exchange Index was up 0.13 points or 0.03% to 401.56. Total trade volume was up with 94,855 shares changing hands at a total value of 504.3 million real or approximately $125,000. On the main board, 4 stocks were up. The biggest winner of the day was Grand Twins International, up 2.34% or 120 real to 5,240 real per share, followed by Royal Group Phnom Penh SCZ, which was up 0.43% or 10 real to 2,330 real per share. The Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority and Phnom Penh Autonomous Port were also both up 20 real. On the downside, Pestec Cambodia was the biggest loser of the day, dropping 0.41% or 10 real to 2,400 real per share, followed by the Sihanoukville Autonomous Port, which was down 0.35% or 40 real to 11,300 real per share. Meanwhile, MJQ Education and CamGSM remained flat. Over on the growth board, DBD Engineering was up 0.50% or 10 real to 2,030 real per share, while JS Land was down 0.57% or 20 real to 3,480 real per share. Akleda Bank recorded the highest trade volume of the day with 34,276 shares changing hands at a total value of 236.8 million real or $58,700, making up roughly 36% of total shares traded on December 2nd. The Phnom Penh Water Supply Authority recorded the second highest trade volume of the day with 22,000 shares changing hands at a total value of 135.7 million real or $33,700, making up around 23% of Monday's trade volume. In other news, tens of thousands of people were in Siem Reap over the weekend for the 2024 Angkor Wat International Half Marathon. This year, the event garnered the significant participation of Prime Minister Hun Manet, who ran alongside over 14,000 runners from 80 countries, marking the event's highest attendance record. Manulife, the exclusive sponsor of the half marathon for the 11th year in a row, raised a total of $110,000 through donations and the company's donation matching program for the Angkor Hospital for Children, bringing Manulife's total support for the hospital to over $760,000 since 2015. This year's fundraising will support the Angkor Hospital for Children's Life-Saving Trauma and Critical Care Center, ensuring that nearly 1,800 severely injured or ill children in Cambodia will receive the immediate life-saving care that they need. Moving on to the exchange rate, the Khmer Real to USD slightly weakened to 4,029 real per US dollar, while the US dollar index was up to 106.36. Looking at global commodities, oil prices rose on Monday, supported by strong factory activity in China, the world's second-largest oil consumer, and heightened tensions in the Middle East as Israel resumed attacks on Lebanon despite a ceasefire agreement. Brent crude futures climbed 57 cents or 0.79% to $72.41 a barrel. Oil prices have managed to stabilize into the new week with the continued expansion in China's manufacturing activities, reflecting some degree of policy success from recent stimulus efforts, according to experts, as reported by Reuters. Gold prices snapped a 4-session rally to trade nearly 1% lower on Monday, pressured by a firmer dollar and profit booking, while investors awaited key U.S. economic data for cues on the U.S. Federal Reserve's monetary policy outlook. Spot gold was down 0.9% at $2,629.84 per ounce. U.S. gold futures edged 1.1% lower to $2,652.30. Experts say this precious metal has been facing some profit-taking lately as market participants unwind some of the geopolitical risk premium alongside the strength in the U.S. dollar. U.S. stock futures were pointing to small losses on the first trading day of December. After a strong November, talk of tariffs is likely to be in focus ahead of key jobs data later in the week. As of the time of the Cambodian market's closing, Dow Jones Industrial Average futures were down 66 points or 0.2%, S&P 500 futures were dropping 0.2%, and Nasdaq 100 futures were also falling 0.2%. This was Darshana Gauchan with your B2B Cambodia Market update for December 2nd.